Hi, my name is Roman Winsberg and this is a 2013 Audi S5 review. So, if you're considering buying a weekend car, you can choose one of the few coupes in the market, and this is Audi 2013 S5. So it's one of the top choices when you're choosing a weekend car, and it is competitive to other cars like Mercedes-Benz C43 AMG and BMW 435i. This car particularly is four-wheel drive. So this particular model is a facelifted model already. The main changes of this car was an engine. This engine is 3-liter supercharged engine. However, if you saw on the side, it has a letter T. It replaced the engine which was 4.2 Audi's natural aspirated. It has a little bit less power. However, it's much more ecological than the previous model. So let's take a look on this Audi. Design actually really great. The car is really smooth yet aggressive. It has 18-inch alloy wheels. The car silhouette also pretty beautiful to me. The car itself has a 3.0 supercharged engine, V6. It has quadruple exhausts. The car itself has 245 kilowatt or 333 horsepower. It has 440 Newton meters of torque. It weighs around 1,750 kilos, and it accelerates from 0 to 100 kilometers in less than 5 seconds, so it's 4.9 officially, but in reality it might be a little bit even faster. Currently I'm driving this car in the city mode, in normal traffic. Car feels really comfortable. I mean, the sound insulation is great. The ride, the suspension feels also quite comfortable and soft. Of course, if you compare to the other sports car. If you compare it to some luxury or higher class cars, probably the comfort won't be so great. Also, I'm driving it on the comfort mode. If I switched up to the sports mode, which called on it now the dynamic mode, it's probably gonna be rougher. The sound of exhaust is gonna be also much rougher. So let's try and see how it goes. So I switched up the mode to the dynamic to the sports mode. It actually immediately feels a bit stiffer. Of course, you can hear the exhaust. Car also keeps higher RPM, and overall the gas pedal as well as steering is much more responsive. So you can feel that the sports mode isn't one that you should use often in traffic, but it's more of the out of the city car on this mode. In traffic jams, this particular car don't have a start-stop system, so we have to keep the brake pedal all the time. And yeah, so you can assume that this car is actually a car that you use on the weekends. It's not the city car, and it is a weekend car. So I took it out on the highway, also on the suburban roads, and I wanted to see how it feels to drive it. And currently driving on a highway on the speed in 110 kilometers an hour. It feels actually pretty normal, as if you're driving a really like usual car. I'm driving it on the comfort mode, so the steering is not so sharp. It's quite quiet because the valves that comes from the exhaust is closed, so you don't hear a lot of engine noise. And I cannot say that this sort of sports car has a lot of power compared to the other size sedans. So when I'm driving on a highway and on the comfort mode, you can feel that this car isn't so responsive. And if you push suddenly the gas and you want to take over the other car, there is slight delay on the gearbox. But once you switch it to the dynamic sports mode, everything is sharpest and it goes much more quickly. I switch it up to dynamic mode, the revs goes up, and let's see how it accelerates. 180 kilometers an hour, quite impressive acceleration. So I'm currently driving on this beautiful suburban road. You can see a lot of sun, and now you can feel how this car really goes on those bends on a little bit higher speed. And I can confirm it is really a weekend car. If you can compare it to the competitors like BMW or Mercedes-Benz, the Audi drives a little bit differently. It is because the four-wheel drive, there is slightly different feeling to it. It is really accelerating fast, and maybe it's not so fun to drive on a Benz as BMW with their rear wheel drives or Mercedes-Benz. But it is really a really good car if you take into account the acceleration. Every Audi has a standard launch control, so I'll try to do it in a second. So to do that, you need to select dynamic mode, turn off the traction control, and you press one foot on the gas pedal, the other foot on the brake, and 1, 2, 3. That's it. So it definitely feels less than 5 seconds when you're accelerating to 100. Really quick car. So all in all, I can imagine myself driving this car daily. It's really maybe not a perfect match to drive in this traffic jams, but you can definitely use this car every day and you're gonna have a lot of fun from it. I did a small test drive on this car, and now the conclusion. So first of all, if you're considering one of 3 weekend cars like this one, BMW and Mercedes-Benz, you need to take into account a few things. All cars cost approximately the same. However, if you prefer the acceleration and sometimes stability in the winter, I definitely would recommend this car. So it's a great choice. It costs a lot, around 20,000 euros, and it's a really fun car to drive, and you can drive it on a daily basis. So thank you very much for watching. Until the next time, see you again.